Hey, what's up, everybody? Have the music down so it should work. Okay, so today's been a crazy, crazy fucking day. Uh, well, it started off with I built a little funnel and I had a redundancy. So, for the first time ever, and it was kind of crazy because I was about to make everybody short links, and I'm glad I didn't do it the right way because I learned something about like string queries and basically that type of a tracker and how it's kind of hard to attach cookies um, on that kind of a query. So, in order to automate basically the flow of everything, I had to come up with a way to get it. And so what I ended up going with was independent landing pages with algorithms basically designated in collecting and gathering the right type of information from potential clients in order to minimize effort by the agent as far as converting said contact into a transaction. Oh, actually, forgot we had totally have lighting here. Getting ready to set up a studio, so this is kind of like, I think this actually might be the first video I've done, so not really dressed the part, but you know what? Bear with me. This is tech in the making. So what I'm working on right now is, it's been a long day, super super long day. So I'm just getting ready to blog about it, and show a little bit of behind the scenes on that, and then what it is that I'm building right here. So I'm building out this site right here, and this is what I'm doing now. And I'm doing that right here in brackets. So let me see if I could do a little bit of side by side, and then you guys can see some code get built out. Pretty cool. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so basically, it started off as kind of an issue with like I said, redundancies, and then what it ended up being was a pretty productive day that actually gave me a lot of insight on what it is that we need to do. So the beauty of it is that I've been with this organization Wycard for just a little bit over, just coming up on a year actually, and we really haven't gotten much traction going on, and quite frankly, it's been kind of like a general waste of money over the past year. But just kind of dialing it in. Now we're finally getting the data that we need, and we have a lot of input going in, and the output that's coming out is finally starting to see some quality and actually getting some dollar signs behind it. So that's kind of something that's cool and fun. So I want to be building this out right here, so then that way we can kind of keep like a roadmap of what's happened. And I'll show you a little bit here shortly, lift the curtains, and show you what we developed today after we get a little bit out of it. Yeah, I mean, whatever. And I'm going to change like all this stuff right here as well. I don't even know what the date is today. It's been a long day, 18th. So I didn't blog yesterday, so we'll do that later. But this is basically the code. So, it's really easy. All I have to do is just go in and, just edit things. Like if I don't want to have this image here, I can just upload another one to right here. Add an image, I'm sure, right here somewhere, and you can pretty much, just switch things like that. So what I actually did for the agents today is, let me show you. Actually, it's pretty fun. We can just get out of these guys right here. Okay, so every agent got, this is pretty cool actually. Shortcodes. So what this is this is going to be like the centralized hub. So that way I can always take this little short link that's going to be forever tracked into their individual agent portal campaigns, and I'll say, hey, just hang on to this. Anything, any revisions or anything like that, we could just do on the back end, via, like, for example, I'll show you what this one looks like. I got this one dialogued right here. So this short link right here goes to this file right here, which, it'll look like this any second now. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a problem that I actually have to work on because I have a lot of content on there, so I gotta fix the file paths. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work through that program. Maybe not. It's okay. Fret not, because oh, you guys, it's been such a long day that I totally forgot that yeah, see, there's not going to be any CSS on this. So let's do this. Let's just click on my code and just show you from start to finish. Okay, so if you can see right here, this is what's called a query string. After that, anytime you see this question mark up there in the URL, that means you're being tracked. So, little food for thought. So right here, this little guy is the first algorithm. Whatever I was struggling with today, and I knew that it wasn't working, I had to figure out how to fix it. So the beautiful part is, because this issue happened, and I'll dive into that another time, but because that issue happened, the resolution actually became way easier. So I needed to set up an algorithm that would essentially start a workflow and enable everything, and just make sure that the clients are being helped as effectively as possible, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it goes here, and so what that actually did was it actually had certain actions. Let me see. I'll go like, let me open up a drive. Let me tell you, I am exhausted. But this is something I'm super proud of right here. Because it's, the whole thing is just having little points to measure from. And I don't know how well you can see it on the screen, but basically, this is the concept we came up with today. Is, can we do everything in one easy step? And the answer is yeah. And the best part is all these little arms right here, I could actually apply values to, such as conversion rate, which could essentially become dollar value. So then that way you could say, hey, here's a breakdown on how much you could do it. And it's kind of just taking the idea of building a nice business and applying it to real estate, because people always said, there's a lot more to buy in a house. And, I've done it long enough where I know it's not. It's pretty easy. It's just like everything else in life. It's just, people haven't done the scientific method approach to it yet. And, quite frankly, when I was helping Zillow with instant offers, the whole idea didn't stem from what it became. It was very simple. I would show up at a listing appointment. I worked for a flipper, and he wanted to get into traditional real estate, and he thought it would be a good idea for him to get off-market properties if I presented a cash offer right when I got to the listing appointment. Kind of a mutual idea, and so I said, hey, that's what it is, and what better way to market off-market properties than say, hey, they got a listing appointment. Would you like to bring an offer on an off-market property? So you kind of get where the idea came from, but the whole thing is it was instant, not 48 hours that it became or whatever. All right, anyways, back to this. So this is nice because it controls a lot of the variables, and you have a lot of controls in here, so that way making this a proper experiment and just taking the scientific method approach to this. So this is something we're going to dial in, attach some values to it, and just really dive deep into that. But this is the very first blueprint of what it is that we're doing, and super kind of proud of it. And this is the test that we ran today, and let me show you how this workflow works. So basically, that universal tracker is right here. It's the first trigger point. And then if they fill out a form, this one is for rentals. And as you can see, a lot of automation happens, including internal text messages. So there's a lot of potential here, and this is a great tool, and I can't wait for the agents to start using it. It's sometimes it's fun. Like you having 15 hours to do this today, but the beauty of it is it's gonna work. So that's beautiful. But for right now, consider that a small victory, and I'm gonna go back to editing this and writing my blog about today. And then when you guys see this, probably you're gonna see it right here. So you get to see this video before it gets put onto my blog. So I guess that kind of makes it a little bit cool. But this shit's gonna be moving really fast. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with this, but I'll just go on my Facebook and just post like, here's my blog. Try to get as many people off of there as possible, and just see what I could do. But this is cool. You gotta kind of see like the birth of a tech company, and then I'll keep adding more as it becomes more relevant and more fun. I'm just gonna pull the curtain back on everything, and just kind of. I know a lot of people have fun watching people like develop shit, and especially something like this, it's gonna work. But it's a lot of work. Like, I mean, I haven't even gotten out of like this room really all day. I walked the dog for a little bit, gave her a bath, cleaned up my room, but yeah, it's fun. If anything, this is what high school prepared me for. Those fucking project cramming. But yeah, so tomorrow, got about 11 appointments. Sold a house today for $390,000, so nice little pat on the back on that. But shit's getting done, and it's there's a lot of stuff that's happening that I'm gonna be talking a lot about in this channel that's happening currently in real estate that's gonna feed right into what it is our venture and our mission statement behind Speedy Deeds, which is embedded over here in the left hand corner. Just kind of plug it in the brand as early as possible. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you stay tuned this far, I guess God bless you, or whoever bless you. But yeah, this is gonna be a very fucking boring channel, but I'm gonna try to be as transparent as possible, and you guys will see more emotions on different types of videos. I'm gonna have some where I'm just talking shit, just fucking coding and doing very little, but mostly just working. And then I'll have others where I'm just a little bit more structured, and I'm talking about real estate and and just venting about the bullshit that people aren't saying. But if anything, I want to be able to show, like, especially the general public, the transparency that it is, this industry. So then eventually I could dabble into other ones, show you guys the projects I'm working on, help my girlfriend with her e-commerce thing. Like, everything's a lot of fun. I just absolutely love this new dream of mine. It was a little bit easier being a realtor, but this is definitely way more thrilling and exciting and way more rewarding.